to show you guys some real quick tips and tricks on how to edit the movies that you make in QuickTime on iMovie. So, first you just go into iMovie, which is this purple star with a camera in it, and it says iMovie. Then you click on the plus sign, click on Movie, and that's how you're going to start a new project. And then you can do themes, and if you click the play button, you can see examples of it. You don't have to do any at all, so I'm just going to do one. I'm going to click on this one, and then it's highlighted. I'm going to click Create, and we're just going to do a test. So that's what we're going to call it. Click OK. And so you come to this screen, and then you need to import your movies that you have already made. So when you go into iMovie, you need to already have filmed the movies that you're going to use. And you're going to click this down button. And so on mine, I am going to go to movies, because make sure you know where you saved it in. My last video was in movies. And iMovie test is what I'm going to use. And I click import selected. And if you want to do multiple ones, you just hold down shift and you can click multiple ones. So then you're going to click on this and highlight the video that you want to use. You're going to drag it down to this bar. Okay. So there's that. And these little things right here are your transitions, and that's when it's going to transition into other things. Okay, so you can also import pictures, so I'll show you how to do that. It's the same thing. It's just going to be under a different name probably, depending on how you've saved it. Mine should be under desktop. It should be this one. Okay, I'm going to import that. Okay, and so now I'm going to show you, sometimes that's really small to work with, what you can see here. So you can change the size of your clip by adjusting this bar beside settings, and that can change the size that you have. And then I'll show you, maybe you have a mistake in your video, so you can just press it here, and then, oops, and then you can press play and you can watch what you have. But let's say that we had a mistake in the beginning. So you're going to put your little cursor over where you're going to find where your mistake is, and then you go to modify, and then you click split clip. So it will become different clips. And then on the you make sure that it's yellow highlighted, and then you just can delete it. Okay? Then your volume adjustment. Maybe you are too quiet or too loud in your videos. So you can click here, and this blue bar, this is how loud you are. So you can make it quieter, move it down, or move it up. And you're just holding down on your mouse pad, and that will change the volume. Maybe you want to do a dual screen. Maybe you have two things you want on this. So we can go to import again, and we can import another video. Okay. Alright, and then we do the same thing, highlight it. Okay, and then this one we're going to put above. Okay, so I'm going to shorten this because I'm just going to do it for part of it. And then you can move your clip around, and the whole thing is highlighted. I can put it wherever I want. And so you see it's covering up your whole screen right there. So we just click on these two squares, and it says cutaway, but we want picture in picture. Okay, so when it's on this, you can click this. Oops. Picture in picture. And you can change how big or small you want. So I'm just going to make it that big. Okay, and maybe you want some music. So if you want music, you can just go to audio, and you can just pick something random. and you just drag it down, put it where you want it. And you don't want your music to go longer than your video, so then you just shorten it like that. And you can make it smaller because you don't want it to overpower your music. And again, you just play it again to listen to it, and make sure that the volume is good. And then sometimes you have an image, and so you can import images as well as videos. And sometimes you have an image, but you want to talk about it, but you don't want to do a whole screen record. So if you go and you click here, then you click this microphone in the corner. Okay, so we're going to click the microphone and press the red button. Keep being super because you guys are awesome at it. Okay, and then there's the voice test right there. Alright, so again, you want to make sure that it fits, but okay, so maybe your title text is a little long, so we can shorten the length of that as well so it doesn't take up so much time. And then maybe you don't want it to say directed by, and it'll have your name, and maybe you don't want it to say that. Maybe you want just to say something else. You can double click it and then delete it and write whatever you want. So I just typed that in, and then you just click it and it's done. Alright, so then we're going to watch it at the end and see how it looks, how it turned out. Full screen it. Okay.
Hi, I'm Clover, and I'm here to help test out how to edit movies in iMovie for the Mac. Let's get started. Thanks for watching.
Keep being super because you guys are awesome at it. Alright. So I think it turned out pretty good for just the few minutes that we worked on it. And there are a lot of other things that you can do, but these are just some of the really basic things that you can do. Alright, and so that is just a few tips and tricks on how you can edit in iMovie. So good luck, and you guys are doing a great job.